Welcome back to Insert Brain here, a Simpsons podcast. I'm your host David, and with me as always is my co-host Connor.
Hello there.
Today is a very special episode because we are taking some time out to talk about two music videos.
Two music
videos that were made for two of the songs in the blues album that we covered last week.
Yes, I know we said this week we'd be back to normal programming, but tough.
Yeah, tough shit.
Not quite worked out that way, I'm afraid. Next week we'll be back to normal programming.
That is correct. Unless we split this in half and do one and one. Next week we'll be back to normal.
Yes, well, next week we'll be back with The Way We Was, Season 2, Episode 12.
Perfect.
But today we're talking about the music videos for Do the Bartman and which other song, David?
It's Do the Bartman and bollocks. What's the other bloody song for the music video? The two least deserving ones.
Yes.
I can see the music video. I just can't remember the song.
It's right there on the tip of your tongue, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. It's got the word trouble in the title. He's flailing around.
Yeah, I.
The song Deep, Deep Trouble.
That's the fucking shit. I was trying to remember the melody, but I think my brain has...
Your brain?
My brain. It's shutting down on me.
I can see.
As we speak.
Yeah.
As I mumble in as you speak.
I don't know if I would classify this as speaking.
No. As you slur and I mumble.
That's the one.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, we both do both. So.
Welcome back to Insert Brain here, a podcast of slurs and mumbles.
We do
maybe not slurs. Maybe not slurs.
No.
Slurring.
Slurring and mumbling.
Well, mumbles is fine, but slurs is...
Yeah.
Something else. Let's
just continue.
David.
Yeah.
Let's look at the first music video. We'll start with Do the Bartman.
Let's.
Move your body if you can, Do the Bartman. And then we'll come back and we'll do... David?
Deep, Deep Trouble.
There it is.
The slightest glimmer of light in my eyes there when
there was a brief moment before the spark ignited where you were like, what?
Striking away at the match and it was doing fuck all.
Remember that time we nearly blew up a caravan because we were playing with matches?
Yeah, because we wanted to see what would happen when we lit all 150 of them. Good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a matches podcast.
Maybe
Match Made in Heaven, where we try and commit suicide via matches.
Yeah, that'll be the last podcast. Not because that's the last one we wanted to do.
No, but there's no coming back from that.
We're definitely having to make sure that someone else is uploading those videos for us.
Yeah. Let's look at Do the Bartman.
Yeah, Do the Bartman. Before we get into deep, deep trouble.
Oh, he's done it. He's on the ball now. Move your body.
That's it.
If you can, Do the Bartman.
That's it. Over.
I'm bad. So that was Do the Bartman.
Do the Bartman and every time Do the
Bartman.
That'd be a much better song.
Yeah.
Do the Bartman and that fucking Trouble one, whatever it was.
Well, I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, we haven't?
Yeah. We'll just fuck my life. What did you think of the music video for Do the Bartman, David?
Mixed bag.
I agree. What if I told you, David?
Is that it? That's us done. Talked.
What if I told you that there was another music video for the other song, Trouble, Trouble, Trouble Down Under the Water? What if I told you, David, that the director of this, right? I directed, David, 2 other animated projects that were 2 feature films. David, what if I told you that those feature films were The Incredibles and The Iron Giant?
Of Do the Bartman?
What if I told you that was directed by Brad Bird?
Really?
That was Brad Bird.
Really?
I want to say he directed the 3rd animated thing that was good.
Really?
Yes.
When did The Iron Giant come out?
98. I want to say 98. So,
it definitely got better then.
I mean, that's like a solid almost decade.
Yeah, it definitely got better.
Ratatouille!
Fuck! Jesus. Okay, so yeah.
That's the other. He directed Ratatouille, The Iron Giant, The Incredibles. Arguably, but not arguably, definitely 3 of the best animated films ever made.
Yeah.
And also did To the Bartman.
Well, it's... I mean... Rent needs paid, I suppose.
Well, he was working on The Simpsons at the time. Remember, he animated the Homer heart attack animation.
Yes, yeah.
He mentioned that in a different episode.
Well, you know what? Like I said, mixed bag. So there were some good points in it.
Yes.
That you spotted some, I spotted some.
Yes. Can you remember what any of them were?
Some of them were, so when they were doing the dancing in like the square, near the end of the Bartman, where they were dancing the transitions between each people.
Yeah, it was
because they were changing one partner at a time as they spun round.
It was Jacques who was dancing, and it was like Princess Cashmere, someone else, and then Carl.
Yeah.
From the season 2, episode 1.
I feel like it is episode 1.
Episode 2, sorry. Season 2, episode 2.
Is it episode 2?
Episode 1
oh yeah, that was Bart gets an F.
Yeah, so episode 3 is Treehouse of Horror.
Right, yeah, so it is. So
episode 4 is not it. So it must be episode 2. That's fun.
Yeah.
Not 2 characters I would ever have expected to interact. This is Carl's only appearance outside of his episode, by the way.
Yeah, they pulled out basically every character, and most of them were badly drawn.
And it's a dream sequence for Bart. Why would Bart imagine Jacques and Carl dancing together? The man who tried to swindle his father away from Marge, and the man who tried to swindle Marge away from Homer. Why would Bart imagine those 2 men dancing together? And maybe he's got some sort of unresolved trauma from all his parents' fucking marital mishaps.
Probably.
Well, David, I have some 3 blind mice trivia about that music video.
Perfect. What you got?
Let me just
lay it on me.
Oh, I'll lay it all over you.
I'm glad. Also the trivia, please.
Okay. The first single from the album, The Simpsons Sing the Blues, was the rap song Do the Bartman, released on November 20th, 1990. Rumours began spreading in the summer of 1990 that Michael Jackson would write a song for Bart on the album. The song was reported early on to be Do the Bartman, but executive producer James L. Brooks issued a press statement in September of 1990 apologising for the misunderstanding and stating that song, that doesn't make any sense, nice job, Wikipedia, that the song was actually written by one of Jackson's friends, Brian Lauren.
Right.
However, The Simpsons creator Matt Groening later stated during an award appearance at the February 1998 World Animation Celebration Convention in Pasadena, California, that Do the Bartman was actually co-written and co-produced by Jackson. But he could not receive credit for it because he was under contract to Epic Records. Groening told a crowd at the convention that had gathered for a Simpsons tribute that it had always been amazing to me that no one ever found out Michael Jackson wrote that song. He was a big fan of the show. Jackson was a fan of The Simpsons, especially Bart. He's smiling at me like that for, man. We'll get, etc. and so we'll, in 2015, when Brian Lauren was selling the publishing and songwriting rights for the song, Lauren stated that despite Matt Groening's repeated confessions, I am the sole writer of the song. Lauren stated that Jackson's contributions included backup vocals in providing the title to the Bartman, and that Jackson insisted his own name be mentioned in the lyrics. David, you have not even contributed so much as a right.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to be done so I could actually have some sort of opinion on this particular.
That was just more information about the song.
Yeah.
I'm just rabbiting here. I haven't broken it into my usual bullet points.
Well, what I was going to say there is, in the process of finding Do the Bartman, there's a whole host of videos that I've seen just littering YouTube there. When you search for the music video Do the Bartman.
Yes.
There's a whole host of people that are doing like dances, Bartman, right?
Yeah.
More modern videos, by the way.
Okay.
Like fairly recent. I'm saying fairly recent as in not 1990.
Is the Bartman trending on TikTok?
I was going to say, it looks like it's maybe a TikTok setting. So maybe
Oh,
it is
it could
actually
be-
kind of
It
trending
could be
at some point.
Vine or Musical.ly.
Could fucking be any of them. But either way...
Those are older things that
yes,
don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
In case there's any kids listening.
of course. But what I was going to say
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a lot of people, I noticed, based on captions and other things, a lot of people are quoting that Michael Jackson wrote this song. And they don't seem to be quoting anything, even if you actually believe some of what Matt Groening says and not the person who actually wrote the songs.
It could be true
statement.
that it was Michael Jackson.
Maybe it was Michael Jackson wrote some of the song.
Yeah.
Because even then, he co-wrote the song.
Yeah, aye.
Even if you believe the most outlandish ones, he
Mhm.
co-wrote the song. At which point, it wouldn't be he wrote the song, he co-wrote this song.
With Brian Lauren.
Yes.
Yes.
But no one seems to be mentioning Brian Lauren.
Well,
Which,
who the fuck is Brian Lauren, really?
yeah, but still, I mean, if you actually wrote the song, especially if you wrote the song and only
If I
mentioned
wrote-
Michael Jackson.
If I wrote Do the Bartman, I would be in hiding through shame.
Oh, you're fucking right. So would I would be. But I'm just saying, if you are someone who actually wrote that and thought it sounded good, according to them, and hell, it hit, like we discussed last week, it hit fairly critical acclaim. So, obviously we're wrong.
Yeah, I
So-
don't have those numbers in front of me anymore.
No. But what I was going to say there is, so obviously, if it hit some critical acclaim, then you would want to actually get it down, especially if this guy did write the song on his
Yeah.
own.
Uh-huh.
You would want the appropriate credit.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't because I don't like the song, but he obviously liked the song,
Maybe.
presumably.
Nobody from the staff at The Simpsons wanted to direct the music video because they were too busy working on the show.
Makes sense.
Brad Bird finally agreed to do it after having been asked 4 times. He had a very short amount of time to finish the video because it was supposed to coincide with the release of the album,
Mm.
and this led to the entire music video being storyboarded in just 2 days.
Okay, so I can see now why it is exactly what it is. But I would say, overall, I think that music video is pretty decent animation.
It's funny you mention the animation, David,
Okay.
because after storyboarding was complete, Brad Bird got on a plane to Budapest, Hungary,
All right.
where the video was animated by Varga Studio.
Really?
They were under the impression that the animation style was going to match the original Tracy Ullman show shorts.
Right.
So when Brad Bird told them it was going to be done in the style of the animation of the show in full animation with no repeated scenes, they, quote, went into a state of deep shock.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I can see that. That's one of the things about the Tracy Ullman show, isn't it? Is the fact that it was repeated cells
Yeah, aye.
on loop kind of thing. With like slowly changing.
Closer to your
Cells.
kind of Hanna-Barbera cheap produced.
Yeah, like the early
60s.
Scooby-Doos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
your
all
Flintstones
just like
and your Jetsons.
flip one cell basically when they're dancing and that kind of thing.
Peanuts, kind of.
Yeah. Whereas they were wanting unique all the way through, start to finish, no repeat.
Mm.
So yeah, that would be a hell of a different undertaking.
Yeah. The animators actually added the wraparound at the beginning and end to provide some sort of context.
That makes sense. It's
I
the
think
only
it's
bit of
good.
that actually makes kind of sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's not dreadful. To be honest, the music video in itself
It's not terrible.
is not terrible.
If there was a better song to it, maybe we would even like it.
Yeah. And
But there isn't. So,
if you looked at it as the music video was what dictated the length of the song,
yeah.
I wouldn't be as annoyed. But I know the music video was made after the music.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off about the fact that the music is like 3/4 too long.
Yes.
But whatever.
The video was nominated for Best Special Effects at the 1991 MTV Music Video Awards.
Nothing else going on there then, huh? best special effects. Animated?
Yeah, I don't get that. Maybe there wasn't a best animated category.
Maybe.
It originally premiered on Fox after the episode Bart the Daredevil.
That's a pretty decent little thing to do.
Yeah, on December the 6th, 1990, and was the #1 music video on rotation on MTV between January and March 1991. Well, here we go. Following the death of Michael Jackson in 2009, the music video was broadcast by Fox ahead of a rerun of the episode Wedding for Disaster and featured a title card paying tribute to Jackson.
Alright. I didn't clock that, to be honest, in 2009.
Neither did I.
But, whatever.
Not really a huge Michael Jackson fan.
No, but I think I would have probably clocked that because I definitely would have been about the height of my Simpsons era.
Maybe that only happened in the American airing, though.
Maybe. Maybe it was just
they
an
weren't
American
putting,
network.
They weren't putting that on Channel 4.
Yeah.
We actually watched an alternative director's cut of the music video, and I, just now, which apparently removes the reference to Michael Jackson's hair strand, which is in the original music video. Okay. People dancing to the Bartman on a cruise ship with the Statue of Liberty in the background. A bunch of other shit. Our version that we just saw also removes the lyric, "She can do it, you can do it, so can I," which I remember from the original song.
Yes.
That's interesting.
We didn't watch the director's cut the last time.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Same version, yeah, both times.
Okay. We did actually have another listen to this and another watch.
Yeah, we watched it twice.
So that we could actually just sort of...
really soak in the shit.
Yeah, just bathing it like it's a mud bath.
Feel the misery fill in your pores.
Yeah.
Are we going to watch the original version of the music video for a third time, a third watch? Or are we just going to move on?
I think we're just going to fucking leave it.
David, let me ask you about the Bartman. Did you have David's one bit of animation that you actually quite liked for that music video?
I did.
What was it?
The one bit of animation I actually quite liked was that I settled on anyway, because there was actually two that I quite liked.
Tell us about the second one as well.
Okay. So the one that I settled on.
Out. Give me some padding here.
It's alright. I suspect that I know that you will mention the second one anyway.
Oh, is your second one my number one?
I think so.
Is it?
Hold on, we'll get there.
Okay.
This is my segment. Right.
David's one segment.
Yeah, it's my only segment.
You can have trivia if you want.
I don't care. It's my only segment.
You can have other. I can give you some of my segments.
This is the only segment I want.
Okay. What's your one bit of animation that you actually quite liked?
So in the town square statue of Jebediah Springfield.
Yes.
They're all doing the sort of dancing, and you've got the panning of the camera along, and you see the dancers spinning, and each time they spin around, they morph into a different dancer.
When they're dancing with characters. Jacques.
Yeah. So you've got the characters changing every time they turn, and each one, when it hides behind the other one, it comes out as a different character.
It's like
it's a really smooth cut. It's really, really well done.
And then it turns into Carl.
Yeah.
And Jacques is dancing with Carl.
It happens, there's like 2, 4, there's at least 6, maybe 7 characters in there.
The belly dancer is one.
Yeah. And it's just really smoothly done. And there's no like distracting, ugly background character shots or anything like that going on, which is impressive because it is a crowd.
Yeah,
and this is The Simpsons.
And it was the early days. It was season 1,
indeed
2-ish.
Yep, somewhere in that region. So,
David, I'm going to hijack your one and only segment to talk about my one bit of animation that I actually quite
every
liked.
Fucking time.
I love the bit where Bart's falling out the tree and he hits a branch and it snaps, and then it freeze frames and he stands up and says a line on like the frozen bit of animation, and then it continues and he falls. Yeah,
it's a Looney Tunes style sort of
Wile E. Coyote holding up the sign that says "Oh no."
Yeah. That was the second one that I was actually thinking about. That's
very good.
But yeah, good.
Take a pause. Time to look at Deep, Deep Trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
we're back after watching the music video for Deep, Deep Trouble.
I have about 10 years left off my life on that one.
Oh, really? I thought the animation was quite good.
You know, it was actually alright, to be honest.
The animation was really good now. I will say, I still don't like the song.
Oh, I really
sucks.
don't like the song.
I hate the concept. I hate Homer's portrayal.
Yeah. I also kind of hate Marge, Lisa, and Maggie's portrayal as well.
Lisa doesn't get much.
No, I know, but the fact that they're all fucking laughing about it at the end
and so
really
Abe
kind of
Simpson
pissed
as
me
well.
off.
Yeah, his head would be shaved bald as a punishment so that everyone could laugh at him. Yeah. Disgusting behaviour.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Even Maggie's fucking laughing. You actually see her laughing at it as well.
Yeah.
You see, I'm just like, what the fuck? The one thing she does outside of sucking a fucking dummy or pacifier if you're American
is laughing at her brother's misfortune.
Yeah. I don't know. Just whatever.
Great discussion on this animated music video.
I mean, the animation overall was pretty good. There was some boy, I sure someone got fired for that blunder in there as well.
There's full frontal nudity on Bart.
Yeah.
Public nudity as well.
Yep.
What is it with Bart and public nudity? Because there's this in the Simpsons movie as well.
Yeah.
He gets the electric chair. He gets
the electric chair, yeah. One of the really fucked up bits of animation is when all the kids rock up to his house in the story.
Oh, God, yeah.
And he closes the door after realising everyone rocked up, and the door gets run over by a red and blue stampede of eyes and arms. Whilst, by the way, there's a still frame of every one of those people that are in the crowd still outside.
Yep. I will say I liked all the callbacks to the previous episode.
Yeah.
The lawnmower thing is a good callback to Call of the Simpsons.
Yeah.
The boxing game is a good callback to Moan and Lisa.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Teacher Bob's there, that's a callback to Krusty Got Busted.
Yeah, because he's sitting in jail.
That's the other music video.
Yeah.
That's the
is that the other music video?
This music video is the one where he's one of the people along with Mo who flips the switch and kills Bart.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, that was the other music video. Whatever.
I like the callback to the Telltale Head episode.
Yeah, with the head being the evidence while he's talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, song shit.
Yeah, it is.
And weirdly enough, we actually had a quick look at the YouTube comments just to see if we were alone in that. It seems like we are alone in that.
Everyone's like, this is peak Simpsons. I had this on cassette tape and I thought it was so risky 31 years ago.
And it was brilliant then and brilliant now.
You're doing that voice for someone who's 10 years older than
us. Yeah. Well, fuck it.
Fuck him.
Yep. Anything older than me is old.
And anything younger than me, you're still a child in my eyes.
Yeah.
Well, David, would you like to hear some 3 blind mice trivia for Deep, Deep Trouble?
I'd love to. Hopefully it's better than the actual song.
Yep. The music video for the single premiered on the Fox network in the United States of America on March 7th, 1991, together with the episode Bart's Dog Gets an F. I mentioned that before when we did the actual songs. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so, last week maybe.
Yes.
When Do the Bartman was released, it was also accompanied by the music video.
No. When Do the Bartman was released?
That's what it says here. When Do the Bartman was released, it was also accompanied by a music video.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. I thought
never fucking interrupt 3 blind mice trivia ever again. Or I'll have 3 blind mice crawling up your arsehole and eating your colon when you're in your bed. 3 blind mice trivia is a sacred bit of podcasting here. My God. Never been so offended. When Do the Bartman was...
So what I was saying there...
When Do the Bartman
Is that a promise for those blind mice by any chance?
It was indeed.
Very
And let me tell you, my eyesight's fading.
Fucking Mickey Mouse costume on.
I've got a little pair of sunglasses and a white stick strapped onto my cock. When Do the Bartman was released, it was also accompanied by a music video which ended up being nominated for Best Special Effects. I mentioned this.
Yes.
And became blah 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 blah. Why is this in the fucking trivia segment for this song? I was expecting that to go somewhere.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be like, well, this animated. No, this one. Okay.
It's got fuck all to do with this one. Okay, so I did interrupt that for a fairly decent reason.
Never interrupt Three Blind Mice trivia. Or do, because then it'll be more interesting.
Yeah.
The video for Deep Deep Trouble, starting with Bart being shoved into what appears to be a jail cell, illustrates in flashback the things Bart raps about in the song.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Amazing.
Joanne Ostro of the Denver Post thought the video was not nearly as clever as the cartoon, and it had promotional gimmick written all over it. She also said, then again, I never thought the video of the dance rap to the Bartman would be a ratings hit when it premiered in December. So what do I know?
Kind of sounds a little bit like us shitting on this and then finding out that they're actually number one somewhere.
Oh, here we go. The music video features both original animation and old animation from the series and the Simpsons shorts that aired on the Tracy Ullman Show. Greg Vanzo directed the video, which, according to him, features quicker character poses than in episodes of the show to allow the animation to match that hip-hop beat.
Okay, so they're moving, like 0.4 of a fucking beat faster?
That's all the trivia I have for this.
Nice.
Absolute shitter of a fucking album. Here we go. The genres it was listed under on Wikipedia are comedy and hip-hop.
Not blues then?
No, the music video version, fun fact, is 1 full minute shorter than the album version. The music video version comes in at 3:34, the album version at 4:28. Nearly a 5-minute song. David, what was your one bit of animation that you actually quite liked for
No.
Don't look at me like that. Deep, Deep Trouble.
The one bit of animation that I actually quite liked was the court sequence.
So mine was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Didn't ask.
I'm not telling you, I'm telling the people at home.
Neither did they.
Oh, they're asking. They're chomping at the bit to find out what my favourite bit of animation from this shitty music video was. I actually quite like the animation.
You know what? The animation was okay, to be fair.
I definitely agree with Joanne Ostro of the Denver Post that it doesn't feel as smart as the show.
Yeah.
And I think the characters, we've mentioned this earlier on, but I think the characters really do act out of character.
Yes,
Homer especially.
And
was Bart did Bart really need to be naked?
No.
Out in public as well?
No, but that lines up with the rap, and not in that particular moment.
Yes.
But at another point in this song, and at 2 or maybe 3 points in Do the Bartman, he says something or alludes to the point about the fact that he frequently just gets naked for no reason.
Does he?
Yes. At one point, while he's on stage with a whole bunch of other school kids, that's one of the first few things he says. Like one of the first 2 or 3 lines he says is something about him being naked or getting naked.
Oh.
On a regular basis.
Okay. It's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if Michael Jackson requested that line.
Maybe that's why he enjoys Bart. What? Enjoyed. Can't enjoy him now.
I don't know, man. What if Bart was like, I want to take my clothes off? He's back from the dead. He's here talking to us. What if Bart was like, I want to take off all my clothes out in public? What if he was like that? I don't know, Michael Jackson. I think that would be inappropriate. He's a small child. Please vacate our podcast studio.
Yeah, I think.
I know you came all the way from
hell,
scorching hell, to relay that to us, but I would rather you left now.
Yeah.
Okay. There he goes, he's left. He left the door open as well. I didn't even close it behind him.
Fucking prick.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I like some of his music though.
Nah.
He's alright.
Nah.
Some of it's okay. Not do the Bartman if he actually had anything to do with it.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Who knows? Could have asked him, but he's gone now, so...
Yeah, I guess.
Don't let him back in.
No.
He's fucking beating on the door.
Let me in. He's out there.
He is.
Anyway, I think it's time to wrap up this episode of Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast.
It's definitely late enough.
David, take us away.
This has been Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast. I've been your host, David. With me, as always, is my co-host, Connor.
That's been me.
Yeah. Aye.
Hello.
Today was an interesting one.
Yes, it was certainly piss. We'll be back with better content.
Normal Insert Brain Here content.
I'm promising that it will be better than this episode.
It's got to be better than this episode.
We're covering a good one.
Our shittest podcast episodes before this are better than this.
No.
Some of them.
This was at least funny and entertaining.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens when you magically edit it all together again.
Here's a fun trivia fact for you. The recording of the previous episode, which clocked in at about 1 hour 10 minutes finished, was 2 hours when we finished recording.
The raw
recording. I sliced and diced nearly 50% of that episode.
Yeah.
Get it down to a golden standard, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a good episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode. We listened to a good portion of that before this episode.
This because we're vain.
Yes.
We like to listen to our own voices.
Listen to that and jack off. That's what we do.
Splattered my phone and cum. You can follow us on Instagram at InsertBrainHerePod or on Twitter at T422.
Yes.
That's the letter T and then the number 422.
Yeah.
You can also find us on our website, insertbrainhere.podcastpage.io. You can also find us on all major and minor podcasting platforms, including YouTube and Spotify. Leave a like, leave a comment, get in touch with us.
Yes.
Leave a 5-star review on your podcast host. If you could, it really helps us out.
Yes. Lastly, we have actually got an intro.
Next week you will hear our intro music for the first time.
Yes.
And we're also changing our thumbnails, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So,
Smell you later.
Oh, lastly, this was a T for 22 production.
This was a T for 22 production.
We won't even actually really have to say that because
let's not spoil it. Let's not get too deep into the mustard.
Yeah.
Smell you later.
Smell you later.